Right, welcome back to Spitting the Drip Reviews. Really excited today to be bringing you 3 pieces of hardware from one company, and this is s.i.y.d.r UK distributor. And what we're going to be doing today is what's called the K kits. Now they start with a K1 and they go K2, K3 and K4. Now K1 we left that to one side. We don't really need to be showing you that. That's the early Nautilus, the first ever silver one with just a basic standard sort of shisha battery on the bottom. But what we will do is we're going to start with K2, then we're going to go K3 and K4. So let's just show you a bit about K2 first of all. As you can see there, real good looking kit. Now these, let me just talk to you a little bit about what I think about these. Now first of all, the standard shisha pens that you all try and people try and get off the stinky fags and they try and go over to vaping. They have a go on these little horrible dodgy shisha pens with the little silica wicks. They're no good. You end up having an oral. I mean, if you call it vaping, it's down to you. But to me, it's like a cold, horrible, different type of vape. And a lot of people then try that with an horrible bit of garage juice, what they've bought out the garage. You know, some dirty nicotine in there, what's right up high. It's too much for them. They have a choke on it and go, vaping, no. Now, to me, you've just lost someone from getting off cigarettes. Yeah. Where these type of kits, they're giving you that option to have that beautiful flavour, put in a lot thicker juices like your higher VG, like your 60-40s and stuff like that, being what we're going to talk about in a bit, being the coil holes and stuff like that. But again, these are nice kit for going from K2 right through, or even K1, but I mean, let's start with K2. We can go from K2 right through to K4 and basically start off as a cold vapor and eventually end up on, which is the K4 with the Cleto tank on the top and be a sub on. So literally you could start vaping on these kits and continue to vape right throughout and stay and stick with these kits. So there's no reason for you to move off of anything else. And I think that again is another option in itself. s.i.y.d.r are known for not leaking as well. So again, this is going to be a good option to be testing these tanks out and having a go on these. Love the battery options on them as well, which I'm going to read a little bit about out in a minute as well. We're going to get Beer Cop to read out all the specs while we go through the boxes. But I mean, what do you think about these, throughout the kits, how you can start vaping and then...
I think it's a great... everything you need is there.
And for the ladies, they come in pink as well, black and pink. Yeah. So you've got the ones for the ladies as well.
I just think it's a great idea. As you say, you can work your way through, you know. If you decide that after mouth to lung and it you want to sub-home, then the K4, that's for you.
It's brilliant, and the steps in between as well. Like even if you want to just go that little bit up from the K2 and try the next one up to the K3, which again is a mouth to lung, but it's it's a good vape. So we're going to be testing these out anyway and going through them. But what we're going to do first of all is I'm going to get Bigger Cop to read you out some specs. And we'll start with the K2 first, and we'll give them some information at the end as well where they can find these and stuff like that. So yeah, let's start with the K2, and this K2 kit works out at $29.99 on the s.i.y.d.r website. So yeah. While Bigger Cop's reading you about this.
Right, this is an 800 mAh battery. It's micro USB charging. It has a standard 510 connector with airflow inlets. The height of it's 84mm, which is nothing, you know. Width is 15mm. It has a 1.8ml tank capacity, and it's a Kanthal coil with organic cotton running at like a 1.6 ohm. And what you get in the box is a K2 battery, the K2 tank, 2 replacement atomizer heads at 1.6 ohms, 1 micro USB cable as well. I mean, you know, I'd like to big up Darren from s.i.y.d.r for sending these over to us.
Yes, definitely. Big up to you, Darren.
Thank you, Darren. You know.
Big shouts to the Cloud Stick gang as well, out to all them.
Massive shout, yes, guys.
But again, you get a nice little pamphlet, shows you all the information and stuff like that. You get your warranty card. And you get your little warnings card and stuff like that, which I think's nice. Like Bigger Cop was talking about, you get the spare coil in there and one pre-built inside that's inside.
Well, so I think I like as well, s.i.y.d.r is a quality made company. Everything that
chic, really nice.
Everything we've tested from s.i.y.d.r has not let us down, has it? You know,
never.
It's all well built. It's all
exactly.
You know,
lovely air rolls, bottom airflow there again, real nice. Good looking coil, fairly, I mean look at them, they're not really small, they're fairly big air rolls them, so again you're going to be able to do your 60-40s, you know, that type of 50-50, 60-40 juice. Really like it, I think it's a good looker. And obviously, there's your battery, your 510 connection, there's your button.
It's 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off, straightforward.
And that's your power obviously when you're pressing it, and then 5 off. There you go. Now you can't press it no more. Safe as asses. See, real nice set. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to put this one down now, and we're going to now move on to K3. So let's go through that, and then at the end we're going to juice them all up. We're going to let them stand, we're going to pause up, and then we're going to come back and have a vape up, and we're going to talk about the production and stuff like that as well. So yeah, let's have a little talk about K3, and I'll go through the next box for you.
Okay, stepping up to the K3 kit. This is a 1200 mAh battery, also micro USB charging with your standard 510 connection with airflow inlets. Same height as the K2, it's at 84mm height, a little bit wider at 18mm. The tank's a 2mm juice capacity, which is, the coils are also Kanthal with organic cotton. It uses the 1.6 ohm Nautilus coils, so replacement coils readily available, not just on the s.i.y.d.r website.
Nice tasty Nautilus coils. I like the way they're using them. They're good because they are nice and tasty, them Nautilus ones. They are really nice.
And what you get in the kit is the K3 battery, the K3 tank, 2 replacement Atomizer heads, both at 1.6 ohms.
One inside, one in the box, and of course a USB lead.
One micro USB charging cable.
Again, let's take this off and go through USB. And obviously your button, we've shown you the off and on that one. There's your little button. Love the clicky button as well. Let's let you hear this, listen. Real nice, love that button, real nice and sensitive, real clicky as well, nice. There's your little tank. Good looker. Same again, bottom airflow, mouth to lung. I just think it's a good looker, man. I just think they're real nice. I like the way you can take your drip tip out and change out your own ones as well. That's a good option. But yeah. So what we should do now is move on to K4.
This is it. And this is where we step up to from mouth to lung to sub.
Going over to direct lung, you know. So definitely ones for the sub-bombers now. Right, let's move all that to one side. Brilliant.
Right, so this is the K4 kit.
There we go. She's a beauty.
Another lovely looker.
She is a beauty.
This one's a 2000 mAh battery.
Nice.
Has micro USB charging, also standard 510 connection with airflow inlets. The height is the same as the 2 and the 3. It's still 84mm. The only difference is the width. This one's a little wider. It's 22mm.
Again, inside the box.
It's lovely. The tank has a juice capacity of 3.5mm.
Right, now 3.5mm is lovely, but let's talk about the coils, what we noticed in these. Go on, you tell them what we found.
Right, these coils are also Kanthal with organic cotton.
Cleto coils, but listen to this.
These are 0.27 ohm coils with a recommended wattage of 40 to 55 watts.
Now normally you only get the 0.2s or the 0.4s, and these are 0.27. It'd be nice to try them, Matt, so I'm really looking forward to tasting them, see what they're like.
I mean, so in the box you get the K4 battery.
Yeah, let me just show them one of the coils. I know, let's see if I can get this out. It's really good, this phone, because I know they're hard to get out, but I think while it's going through like the royal foul and on the way to your house, you need that protection.
You don't want it coming with a broken, a dented coil or broken glass, and that is royal foul.
And s.i.y.d.r really do look after their. I mean, all this foaming, it's really, it does fit in there perfectly, and also protects the full stuff up from getting to your house as well, which I think is really nice. Let me just show you there. 0.27.
Really interesting treat to try these coils, yeah.
So yeah, 0.27 at 40 to 55 watts. So yeah, that's going to be nice to be testing them at. So yeah, what we said to you before, what we're going to do now is we're going to have a little quick pause up. Obviously the K2 and the K3 are bottom fills, and the Cletos are top fill. So if they was all top fill, we'll quickly do it now while we're on cam and let them steep and just, you know, let them sit around and just continue to talking. But we're not going to do that. We're going to pause up. We're going to go away, prime them now. I'm going to come back in very shortly, straight after the pulls up, and go through all these kits and let you know what the production's like on them. So don't go nowhere, I'm really excited about this. Catch us back in a minute. Right, welcome back on the other side. Like we said to you before, these are the 3K kits from the s.i.y.d.r company. We'd like to big up Darren, the distributor, for sending these over just for UK, North and Scotland. And basically, we've got them all juiced up now, as you can see in front of you there. We've got the 3 kits all juiced up, ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from obviously the first one, K2, go to K3 and then on to K4. So let's start with this first one, which is K2. mouth to lung. We're going to put it through its paces. We're going to test the mouth to lung. We're also going to try doing direct to lung for it. I know it's hard, but sometimes they've got just the right amount of airflow. You still get a cheeky little one of them in. So we're going to do a little bit of both on them. So yeah, let's start off with this one. Let's do a mouth to lung.
Don't forget, all three of these kits, they're 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off.
Nice.
When the battery's running low, where you click it on and off, that light there will light up orange.
Yep.
Just
know
to
your
give
little blue light.
Just to give you a little warning.
Let you know it's getting
that
flat.
the battery's running down a little touch.
It's lovely, full of flavour. That's just, we're mouth to lung in at the moment. We'll do some direct lung in a minute. But these are built for mouth to lung. And this has got that nice feel to it, that lovely, the perfect amount of restriction to be able to do that. It really is good for that. It's also got that lovely flavour, intense flavour straight away. We've got no drying from the wick or nothing like that at all. No horrible off-putting flavour. The flavour, I mean, we're using juice that we use regularly on when we're doing stuff like this, so we know exactly what it tastes like every time. And it's
Juice tastes nice in that.
And it really does smell really nice and taste really nice. So right, this kit here, like we said to you, this is your first basic starter kit, but I still think this is a lot better than going onto a shisha pen. For the sake of, you know, £29, you know, you can get a real good kit there that's got replaceable coils that are real good coils, no silica wicks and all that stuff, organic cottons in here. And like I said, it's a real good looker. It's chic. It's like, it comes in pink as well, so like ladies can whack one in their bag, you know, if you're at a wedding and stuff like that, and or you're at say you're even at like a little meeting or something. You don't want to be blowing massive clouds and getting in everyone's faces. These little discreet kits are going to get you right the way through.
That K2, $29.99.
It's lovely.
And all you got to do is add juice.
Let's do a little straight to lung, yeah. See if we can do that. I know it's a little bit hard restriction, but let's see what we get.
I mean, all three of these, they all have short circuit protection as well. So. And once it drops to 3.2 volts, the LED will flash orange 15 times and the device will stop functioning. So basically it means the volts have dropped too low, it will need a charge.
Well, as you can see, even does direct to lung, but a little bit more restriction on that. Obviously, mouth to lung's a lot easier because it's built for that, but the restrictions there, so if you do like that tight restriction but still like to take a longer drag, you still can direct to lung off of it.
Yeah.
It's got that ability. It's not too overly restricted like some of them can be. This has just got the perfect amount, I think. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to K3. And basically, like we said to you before, this one actually got the Nautilus X coils in these, so we really know they're going to be amazing for flavour because we've tested the Nautilus X, and if you haven't already checked our review, do go and check that one out. But yeah, we're moving on to this one now. So this is the K3. Real good looker. Same again, button up rated, USB at the bottom. Let's go in. Let's do. This is mouth to lung again. Nice size drip tips on the ends there. As you can see, your mouth to lung drip tips. They are replaceable. You can just pull them out, put whatever ones you want in there yourself. So yeah, let's go in with this K3. So
this K3 is $34.99. The tank's slightly bigger. The kit itself slightly wider. It's the same height as the K2. But still very compact, very discreet.
And the flavours there again, no horrible tinny coil taste or nothing from the cotton or nothing like that. It's really nice, really clean. It's nice.
You know, I think starting out, I mean, you need to choose a decent bit of kit, because if you do pick one of these useless things you find in a garage.
I mean, some people deal with them, and then they realise, because other friends tell them, oh, you know, I've got a better kit, try mine, you know, and then they have a taste, and then they continue to vape. But we do lose a lot of people in the vaping scene when they walk into these shops, buy these silica pens, or I mean, you can buy them in post offices. Why are post offices selling them? You know, at the end of the day, it's a case of, you know, I wouldn't be selling my trainers in my bakery shop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you don't know what you're doing, don't sell the stuff. Keep people clean, keep them what they want, and then you don't get a bad name for vaping, for starters. Secondly, these kits are going to keep you instantly, what I would call, hooked on the fact that there's something prosperous there to get away from that, you know, like, because them silica ones, you can be very, you know, very taste weirdy, or if you hit them at the wrong time and there's not enough juice in that, silica's not down in there, you're going to get some nasty burnt hits. The restriction on them, again, I know they're being mouth to lung, but they're pinholes. They are literally pinholes compared to, like, even on the starter K2 kit, you know, they're not pinholes. They're real They're really big. You know, you could get a big old toothpick through them. You know, they're big holes, and that's why you're getting that nice airflow as well. I mean, it's a nice restriction as well for mouth to lung, but you're still getting that clean airflow to be able to do direct to lung through in it as well. Optional, love it. I think it's a great setup. You know, straight away. I'm just gonna do a couple more now, like what we call direct to lung. Just on this K3, and then we're going to quickly move on to K4. So yeah.
But yeah, if you're a newbie, the K2, K3, it will be right up your street. You know.
I love them Nautilus coils. They're so tasty. And again, the airflow, being that you've got that sort of cocktail stick size type hole, you know, that sort of 3 to 5 sort of millimetre size hole, I would say, maybe even a little bit less, maybe 2.5 mil. I mean, it's a fair size hole, and
look at it.
You know, they're really nice.
You know, slip in your bag, in your shirt pocket. It weighs nothing.
5 clicks on
well.
off.
Yeah. I mean, not a problem. And as you said
and
before,
they're flush buttons, which I like, so you can't catch that accidentally.
Yeah.
They're very flush, you know, like if I show you from an angle, you know, that literally is how it sits. Like, that is all that sticks out, that little, it's so flush.
And
so
also on these K2 and K3, you're at different holes for different airflow, so you can find your happy medium of what you want. The different size air holes, and away you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's perfect. If you're a starter.
And again, moving up to this one, like we all know and love the Cleto, this has got the even more bigger air holes for now, because we're obviously moving into sub-bombing. So you can start on this one, and you can have a direct to lung, because we don't mouth to lung on this one.
No, we don't.
So no mouth to lunging on this one. It's direct to lung. No. It's sub-bombing, and the core we loved about this, because generally on a Cleto tank, the coil's coming at 0.2 or 0.4, and this one was 0.27.
Yeah.
Right smack in the middle, where we normally, I mean, we're known as spitting your dripper. We do a lot of our testing juices on drippers. So generally that's why we do a lot of pushing 50-50 juices to one side. You notice we don't do a lot of reviewing on 50-50. It's not because we don't want to, it's because we haven't got millions of these little kits laying around to be able, you know. So what we do is we generally try and not be nasty, but push them to one side and just continue with because we're a dripper, you know, that's all we're about. But again, this is, you know, the flavour, it's unreal, you know, like this is,
I mean, still, it's still not that much. It's fatter, but it's not that much bigger. Ugly. It's light as you like. You could put it in your top pocket and it wouldn't hang your shirt down.
I'm looking forward
or whatever.
to this one. I want to see the cloudage on it, because as we know and love, the Cleto's got a good name for itself in the scene. It's a lovely flavour chaser. You've got the 5mm adapter on this, so you can add the 5mm tank, which also would be a good look on there, I think, having that nice 5mm at the top, boosting it again. You can switch out to any other Cleto coil as well, so you can add the 2s and the 4s, and, you know, all sorts of, you know, as well as the RTA, so I just think it's going to be a wicked option. Do you know what I mean? Like all good things to come for this tank. You know?
This kit here, $39.99, and you're good to go. Add juice and away you go.
Should we give them a little heads up on what's to come as well? What we've got coming soon from s.i.y.d.r as well. Just in the pipeline, if you may not know about this, Cleto have a new coil coming out, a new tank as well. This tank is called the Cleto Maxi. Basically this is going to be 120 watts as well, this coil, so we're really excited about doing that. We've got that coming soon as well, so don't go no, watch this space, you know, keep checking back, make sure, subscribe to us, that's be the best thing to do, then you'll get notifications on your YouTube and stuff like that, and emails to let you know when we put, I just see that clap, to let you know when we put these videos up, because we're really getting excited about it. We love doing this affiliation with s.i.y.d.r as well. We're going to be meeting them back again at Expo. Hopefully we can get some outfits out from as well, so when we do the s.i.y.d.r stuff, we can look like them as well, which would be nice. Do you know what I mean? Just for the s.i.y.d.r bits, because we really love these guys. We've got on well with them for quite a while now, and they love what we do, and we love what they do. You know, they're a good company. They're a clean, wholesome. They're well known. They've got they get far more many big ups than they do put down. So that to me says it all.
I started my first ever kit when I first started vaping back in the days was a Nautilus from s.i.y.d.r.
Listen, before I move on, I'm just going to talk about that cloud you blew while I was talking. I was talking here and I thought, like, you know, all this part of the camera was covered. I was trying to get into the camera. It was amazing. What a cloud that
the flavour was.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, was it good?
Yeah, well, we're using a juice, as you say, that we normally use, so we know the flavours of the juice.
Let's have a go.
It's an amazing bit of kit. It's still light. You can slip it in your pocket, but if you decide you like to move up from the K2 or K3, but you want something still discreet, but you feel like you want to do direct to lung, or you want to blow some meaty clouds. This is a pucker.
I'm loving them 2.7s. Like we said, where we do coil like dripping and we build coils normally around the 0.3 area for when we're doing non-regulated boxes, because we like to pull out that flavour. That to me is around where the flavour chasing area is, going upwards, you know. And basically, like anything down would be your clouder. But this right bang on the 0.27 is right bang on the money for me. It's I mean, I've tried the 0.2s and 0.4s in the Cleto, and I think this is like, you know, it's spot on for flavour. It does a bit of both. It's got the cloudage and then it's got the flavourage as well. It's, oh wow, I'm getting excited. Let me have another one of these.
It's nice, isn't it? I mean, don't forget, anything we've discussed about the K2, K3 or K4 will all be in the show more section underneath. So don't panic about that you've missed something or you need to try and find what we've said something
That's
about.
That's hitting like an unregulated mech mod,
It's
but in
instant,
a good way,
yeah.
where it's not burning, it's not harsh. It's so smooth. I mean, I can literally,
But as soon as you hit the button, listen. Straight off.
Listen. Ready? Watch. It's so
Straight
instant.
in.
It's like literally like a mech mod. It's so lovely, and the flavour, wow. And I'm going to do a 3-second vape now, and we'll show you what roughly we get from a 3-second first. It's
Wow.
lush, full of flavour, no artificialness right at the start as well from that coil, no tinniness. The flavour afterwards, it's leaving me with some beautiful, you know, this one that we're using is like a strawberry ice cream with some wafers going on and stuff like that, with some extra frosting, and it's so lush.
Oh.
We know what it tastes like, but these coils push it really nice. So this Nautilus one pushed it, but then when we moved on to the 2.7, obviously sub-bombing again, we're pushing all them sugars and all them flavours, and wow.
And as we said, you know, in the K3 you can put the Nautilus coils. In the K4 you can get the Cleto coils. As well as these 0.27s that come with it, you can get the 0.2s
Nice.
or the 0.4s. So,
But the 0.27s we're not too sure on at the moment. We know they may be coming in the pipeline. They may even already be on sale after this video. I mean, from this date that we've edited this video, as far as I know, they only come with this kit. But it'd be nice to see them. Look at the clouds blurring us out. You know, it's absolutely lovely. But it'd be nice to see these actually sell these coils online for the standard Cleto people as well, not just as a part of this kit, which I'm hoping they're going to do. I'll speak to Darren and we'll get some more in the show more section. I'll come back and do that for you. But wow, what
impressed with all three kits.
I love them, man, and I think it's like I said, from starting out vaping right through to sub-bombing, you're sorted. I mean, even on this, if you put perhaps say for instance a 0.8 build on a dripper on this, you probably would get quite a lot of lifespan out of that 2,000 mile battery on a 0.8.
Yeah.
You know, like you get a load of flavour, you get a good, you know, a good power. I think it's great. What a great battery.
I mean, between the three kits, there's something there to cover everybody.
Everyone.
Newbies, sub-owners, whatever.
Even on this, if I was stuck for this tonight, and it's only the K2, and yeah, I'm advanced vape. I like doing your mech mods and your stuff like that, but generally, if I was stuck with just this, I wouldn't be depressed. You know, even if I was at a wedding with just this, I know that I could safely do mouth to lung, a little bit of direct lung if I needed that little bit burst more, because it's still got that great airflow to do so. But I just think, wow, like these kits are really spot on. They've not given me no nastiness, no awfulness.
Perfect, going to work,
beautiful
stick
airflow.
it in your pocket.
Beautiful Del ring drip tips
Weighs
to stop
nothing.
that heat. You're never going to get that heat travelling up on these Del rings. You're never going to get no leaking from these, because obviously s.i.y.d.r are known for their anti-leakings. I just think they're great.
Yeah.
I'm lost for words. And like we said to you, this has been a s.i.y.d.r UK distributor, Darren, that sent these over to us. Big up to you, fella. Really love doing these. Don't forget to subscribe to us. Don't forget to tell all your friends about us. Add us up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube. This has been the full K kits, K2, 3 and 4, and catch us back next time when hopefully we'll be back with the new Cleto, which is the 120 watt which we're looking for. And they've got another thing that I want to talk about as well, they've got a new machine that's all in one, like one of these, that comes as a kit, a starter kit. I think it works out roughly about £22. And it's going to be all in one with a little sort of tank on the top with like a little spaceman screen on the side that you can see in through the side. So watch this space as well, that's going to be good. It's all coming, it's all going to be exciting stuff. Catch us back next time on Spin and Dripper Reviews.